How you doing? This is the last TV show before a parade. What's happening this Sunday, Maynard?
Toys for Tot Parade, biggest one of the year. We're number one here in the country, so we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great day. I'm Maynard Marsh. I'm the Northside Coordinator. This is Lester, the President.
That's right.
Thank you, folks, for viewing in, and we'd like to give a quick thanks out to all our members who will be there the day of the parade, and also their family members who stand behind them and support them through this ordeal that we put them through. We thank you all very much. And we're looking forward to seeing 25, 30,000 bikes or more, huh, Lester?
That's just the start there, Maynard.
Yeah, just the start. We got our pictures ready?
No. We got to talk about the parade a little bit. Number one, we have all our T's crossed and I's dotted.
Yes, we do, sir.
We had all the city meetings. I'm sure you were at both of them.
Yes, I was. I enjoyed them.
Thank you, City of Chicago, for giving us all the help and permits and such, and making sure we can have this parade every year.
Yes, they are very helpful, making sure we get everything done and we abide by their rules 100%.
That's right. And also, we should thank them about that. What happened in City Hall last Wednesday?
We had our referendum passed for this December 1st, and the City of Chicago is now classified as Toys for Tots Day for the year 2013.
The first Sunday in December.
Yes.
Lenny D says hi. He didn't want to go there.
And also, we request any riders who are participating in our ride, please do not throw any candy out. That's one of the city's mandatory rulings, that you do not toss candy to spectators on the side of the road of fear that some young child might get his fingers run over by a passing motorcycle. So please, no throwing candy out that day. Thank you.
And for the people working the parade wearing a vest, if you're caught or if you're seen or heard saying bad language and such, you will be dealt with immediately.
Yes.
That's all we're hearing about, people talking about that after these parades when we have our debriefing meeting. We know you know who you are, and you will be monitored a bit this year, okay?
Yes.
Enough said. And it's amazing. Mm-hmm. You work on this all year, you have no idea. First, you have to spend all you're getting enough money to be able to have this parade.
Right.
And then we have to go through all the meetings and recruit people. We have our Sergeant-at-Arms here. We have Kathy on the phones, of course. If I remember your last name, I would say it. What was that again? Who? Nikolai. That's right. You're right. That is it. That is your last name. Thank you. And we also have Amanda. You know, here comes our treasurer, late, of course.
Yeah, what's up? Pull up a chair. How you doing, Michael? And also, you like to start you out. You know, our ride starts we open the gates at 6 o'clock in the morning on December 1st at Dan Ryan Woods. So you can start lining up to get in Tier 1 to be the first ones out, to head out to catch the football game later on that day. If
you want to be first in the parade, get there early. Okay?
Yes.
Lineup starts at 6, as Maynard said. Bring an unwrapped toy, because that's your admission to the parade. It'll be lined up in stage in 83rd and Western at the Woods over there. And then we have our Pledge of Allegiance at 9:11 promptly to respect the date and the time. And also, if as we found out, and we go over this every year with the City of Chicago, once the Woods fill up, and I think the Woods can hold about 15,000, 20,000 motorcycles, if I'm not mistaken,
mm-hmm.
we have to leave. Okay, we can't let them stack up down Western Avenue, because at one time they were stacked up all the way down to 122nd Street, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct. 84, right. I think that was 85 when they went all the way back that way. That was a fantastic day there.
Yes,
another 70,000 bikes.
And of course, Michael, my two Mikes, you will be wearing one of these lovely hats when you're on camera. Okay? Just giving you a heads up on there.
There's a bag full.
Okay. Because why are we wearing these hats, Maynard?
We're Santa, collecting toys for Santa.
That's right. Now, if anybody has any issues and want to call up, give us a call.
Yes.
Our phone number is what's the phone number, Maynard?
312-738-1060. CAN TV Live.
We normally line up with 5 tiers. That means 5 groups of motorcycles. Each tier is between 3,000 and 5,000 motorcycles.
Yes.
Usually covered by about, 50 tier rolling road blockers to be escorted down Western Avenue. And there will be a little bit of a break in the parade after each tier. It could be 5 minutes, could be 20 minutes, depending upon how well it's going. Because we have to allow cross traffic to go through with the CTA buses and such.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't do that, the City of Chicago may not let us do this anymore. And again, thank you. And who are those wonderful aldermen that supported that proclamation?
Ariel Ramirez and Emma Metz.
Emma Metz was
We thank
instrumental, and Ramora's been the other guy's been helping us for years. And
Right.
years and
He
years.
also rides in the parade. He sits in a sidecar and takes pictures for us and enjoys it, which
That's
is the best way to do it.
And he actually rode it on his 10-speed once, or 18-speed, whatever it was. He said he fell down 3 times. That's why he's in the, I guess he can't ride his bike too good, huh?
Yeah. That's why he's in the sidecar.
He's in the sidecar, that's right.
Thank you again. We appreciate it.
But we have to coordinate with the special events manager, Steve Wagner.
Yes, Steve Wagner.
We have to
Great gentleman.
coordinate with the CTA buses, the police departments. Mike McGlary can maybe talk about that. To let them know we're coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the big thing about this weekend?
Thanksgiving weekend.
That's right, Black Friday.
Black Friday. So
if you were smart, find out which side of Western you want to shop on. Stay there.
yeah, because this is the first time in about, I think, 12 or 13 years that our parade has fallen on Thanksgiving weekend. Usually we have 3, 4, 5 days in between, and we fell on this one because of the leap years. So, folks, please bear with us if we mess up your day of shopping. We apologize, but it's for a good cause. We believe every child deserves a toy in Chicago.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the parade.
Yes, yes. You will see every variety of motorcycle, decorated and undecorated as you can think of, from a 1904 Whizzer to brand new hogs.
And it truly is amazing. As a matter of fact, to remember about all the people that we've been working with all these years, a couple of years ago we had a picnic for our membership.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly recognized anyone because they were actually not wearing as many clothes as I'm used to them seeing on.
Yeah, we're in Toys for Tots. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Shorts and boots? No.
Yeah. And they actually had a dunk tank there with the water was so dark you couldn't see the bottom of it.
And you were the first one in it, so.
Yeah, that was me. I didn't realize there were so many people who wanted to see me wet.
Guess you're saying you're washed up?
I guess. I don't know. Like I was saying, I for those people who've never experienced a dunk tank before, have you been in a dunk tank? You know, you got the 2 steps on the side to get out. The water was so dark, I've never done it before. I had no idea those 2 steps were there. She just seen me trying to get out of it. You know what I mean? But I did. And then I found out the one was there, and then I realized there were 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you go in that?
Oh, yes, I did.
That was a lot of fun, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, definitely. Been there.
You're a diver.
Yeah,
That shouldn't bother you.
It didn't bother me at all. I'll
now you can
I'll
hold
be
your
in there
breath.
again if they offered it. I'll go
Sure.
right back into it. And we like to give a shout out and everything to all of our vendors who collect boxes or have toys in their facility, toy boxes in their facility. Thank you, gamblers. Thank you again, Jackie, for everything you've done with our organization.
Yes,
we
and
love you.
all the establishments that have helped
Yes,
us over
all
the
the
years.
establishments. It's not only one. There's hundreds. 600 boxes are out, collection boxes for toys this year. So that just shows you there's 500 stores that support us throughout the city of Chicago and Chicagoland area. Thank you again.
And
folks.
Maynard, I did remember we were going to coordinate today.
Yeah. Hey, the rest of the staff, board members weren't listening, no.
Remember we wore that blue sweatshirt? We were like faces. It matched perfectly behind us. But anyway, like I said, pick a side on Western Avenue.
Do you want to go on the air?
Uh-oh. Somebody wants to talk?
We got our number one viewer calling, Jack. Hello, Jack.
He's out there somewhere.
Yeah, I know he is.
1402.
Okay.
All right, we'll flip up the sign there and let everybody know. And
It's Kathy.
Here we go, overhead. Have a caller?
Oh, he didn't want to go on the air. That was Brian Bodie, 1402. He said to remind people not to bring stuff in.
Okay, speaking of that, I'm glad that got addressed. From talking to our toy... Wait, let me talk about that a minute. First, I'm going to introduce to you our... oh, you look wonderful in that hat, Michael.
Thank you.
Oops, wrong button. There we go. This is your Sergeant at Arms. And let me remind you, what's your number 1 job?
Watch you.
That's right. Okay. No, I thought you mixed up your verbs there. What's your number 1 job? Make sure nothing happens to me. Okay. thank you.
Same difference.
Mike McGlary. Are they saying that correctly?
You
There's
got
some guy going to break my arms tonight.
No, I got you.
So tell us about security, Michael. What's your job? What are you supposed to do the day of the parade?
Watch you.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
Well, make sure you're okay. You know, physically fit. Did you get your doctor's note?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just make sure everybody behaves and does what they're supposed to do. No alcohol. And one thing we forgot to mention is people bring vehicles that are not licensed, not supposed to be on the streets.
Correct.
So, I mean,
You will not be allowed. Actually, let's not forget that still the the streets belongs to the city of Chicago. The forest preserve belongs to the Cook County Forest Preserve District. They do not alter anything. You still have to be licensed and insured to be a part of this parade. Okay?
Correct.
You're just because you're in it doesn't mean you get away with anything, because you won't. Okay? That's just the way it is. And we have a caller, and his name's not Caller, right? Jack. Hey, how you doing, Jack?
Howdy, how you guys doing?
We're doing wonderfully. How are you, sir?
Good, good. I wanted to ask Maynard about a 1904 Whizzer. I've never heard of a 1904 Whizzer.
I don't know. I thought that's when they started those pedal bicycles back then.
No, I think that was in
1904.
the 50s.
I figure he was around about then.
How are things going with Facebook and such, Jack?
Great. You guys just mentioned that the city council proclaimed December 1st as Toys for Tots Day in the city.
Correct.
And if you go to Facebook and you look, you can actually watch the video of the alderman declaring.
That was kind of nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's on there. We have it on our Facebook page. So,
So how would you how would you contact our Facebook page?
well, you have to register on Facebook or have a friend that's registered,
Okay, have to be a part of it. Almost everybody is.
and then go to our Toys for Tots parade page on Facebook. We've got just under 14,000 friends likes on that page.
Wow.
And that's where we have the video from the city council meeting. You know, this weekend is a great time to prepare your bike if you're going to be in the parade. Charge your battery and also check your tire pressure. And also this weekend is a good chance to find your winter clothes, like your long underwear and gloves.
This is very true, Jack, is when the temperature drops 10 degrees, you can lose up to 2 pounds of air in your tires. So if it's the last time you checked your tires, it might have been 80, you might be down 10 degrees.
That's right. 10 pounds, you mean.
10 pounds, correct.
And also, this is a great weekend to get presents.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A few things you mentioned that we don't care for in the parade is you said we shouldn't be throwing any candy.
Correct.
And also, we do not allow any unlicensed motorcycles in the parade.
Right. As I said, the streets belong to Chicago and the park belongs to the Cook County Forest Preserve. Any day is the same day, whether it's our parade or not. If they're not licensed or insured, they can't be participating in it, definitely.
One of the neat things about the parade is seeing all the motorcycles that attend, and some are antique motorcycles, and it's really fun to see those, but they all have to be licensed. They all have to be street legal.
That's right.
And one more thing that we want to discourage is the giving of stuffed animals. There's a lot of hospitals and institutions that will not accept stuffed animals any longer because of the problems with hygiene. So in those cases, we always like sports equipment and books.
Yeah, everybody forgets about the teens, you're right. But talking to our Vice President, Tom Dirch, who's the Tory Committee Chairman, I was talking about the stuffed animal issue the last couple of years. And he did find a place that would take them and steam clean them and clean them, and they find a place to give them to people. So if that's all we got, we're not going to throw. If that's all, we will accept them. We know how to get rid of those kind of things.
But we'd prefer that we didn't receive them, but we will accept them. Yes, of course.
And I really appreciate everybody that comes to the park the day of the parade. Number one, cycle through the woods, please. That's how you become a part of the parade. Jumping in is not being a part of the group. That's like jumping in line when you're waiting to get lunch in high school. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do this parade either. Okay?
That's right.
What else can I? Oh, make sure you have a toy on your motorcycle. If it was up to me, I wouldn't even let you in the woods if you didn't have one. But it's going to be kind of hard to do.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
A lot of people drop them off at our express.
So how many parades have you been in, Lester?
How many have I personally been in?
Yes.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Do you remember what your first year was?
It was in the early 90s, I think.
Okay. So you never made it on 79th Street then,
No, sir.
huh?
Mm-mm.
We were on 79th Street until up to 1984, and then in 1985 we transferred over to the Dan Ryan Woods.
That's right.
And I'm proud to say that I've been in 2 parades on 79th Street. So
Will you remember then?
No, I was not a member. I didn't know that we had members. But then when I
just didn't want to tell you,
realized
Jack.
it, then I became a member.
Okay, we got another phone call, sir.
All right. Well, we'll see you Sunday.
Yes, thank you for your great work. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Jack.
So
Happy
long.
Thanksgiving.
Hello?
Try now.
Hello?
Yeah, it's Artie. What's going on, guys?
Hey,
Artie.
How was your vacation?
You sound good.
How was your vacation?
Wonderful. Too short.
How's that ribbon committee going over there?
You know what? I have all the girls over here all the time. That's what my claim to fame is. We get all the girls.
Yeah, how come you got all the girls, Artie? Is it your jokes?
Pour them the rum chata and have them make all the ribbons.
How do you spell
I'll
that?
invite you guys. You know, it's my harem, though.
I saw the picture on Facebook.
There you go. Yeah, they're all hard workers. They did real well. They got all the ribbons made up, and they're doing a fine job.
Do you have any points of wisdom being a cheerleader for all these years and a former board member for our...
Well, the only thing I have is for everyone to drive safely. You know, don't hot dog down the street, and I think I don't know how many members we have thrown in Tier 4 because I haven't been around, but the weather being what it looks like it's going to be, I think we'll probably have a good turnout. So we just get everybody lined up, and hopefully we'll go nice and smooth and safely.
And we had that meeting with the city of Chicago, and you are going to have the biggest tier again, Artie, because after we do the first 3 tiers or 4 tiers, the last tier, no matter how many bikes there is, that will in fact be the last tier, and that probably usually is you, correct?
Yeah, that's it. Me,
best is
Mark,
for
and
last.
Marvin, and Bruce, and we got the
Mike
whole
and
group.
Kim Zavala.
Yeah, a whole group. So we're all seasoned pros back there. You know, now all we have to do is have some nice weather, and we'll see if we can fill it all up.
Well, as long as it's not raining, we're all set. We have the rolling signs out there on Western. We tagged that one Sunday during the Chicago tornado. You kind of missed that weather, I think.
How much water did you get in your bike?
I actually rode my bike that day because for purely selfish reasons.
You know,
Little did I know it was going to come back and bite me that way.
The problem with the weather thing is people will come out when it's raining out, but very few will come out when the snow and the ice gets on the street. That's when.
Right. If the sun's out and it's 10 degrees, they'll come out.
Oh yeah, they'll come out in droves.
The Tier 4 always comes out, no matter what, right, Artie?
Oh yeah, we're there. We're there for the long haul.
That's
well,
why
I
I
Doing it
started
over
off
30
at
years.
Tier 4.
So.
But while I got you on the phone here, I want to assure everyone that we have all of our insurances, we have all of our permits, we have all of our contracts, we have all of our signs, we've tagged Western Avenue, and we have all of our streets assigned. And the Chicago Police Department's going to handle the main intersections as they do every year, and we have a very good working relationship with the city of Chicago. Otherwise, they wouldn't let us do it. Okay?
Okay, and everything will go smooth. It always does.
If it isn't, I can always blame you, right?
Yeah, you can always blame me. You actually blame the guy next to you. Blame Mike.
Okay, I do this.
I got enough trouble on my own.
Thank you very much, Artie. We
All
got our
right,
treasure.
see you guys. We'll see you on Saturday.
Very good, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, Michael, you want to come on board here? Sure. Oh, forgive me. Here, Maynard thought I didn't know how to talk here for a moment. Don't forget, the first Sunday of December, okay, this would be December 1st this year on Western Avenue. 36 years. I'm sure most of your viewers are probably not even that old, right? Because you want to see this guy over here sitting next to him.
That's right.
Okay, please note the TFT parade will end at Lane Tech DeVry University in the parking lot, 2501 West Addison. For the people that don't want to know why we don't go to the Marine Corps base anymore, unfortunately, we're basically still at war, okay? So we're still on a war footing there, and they would have to inspect every bag that goes into the barracks, and it would just be a logistic nightmare. Is that the way you're saying it?
That's the way you say it.
And that's why Maynard, our esteemed Northside coordinator, anchored this place to go, and that's wonderful. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce to you your new treasurer, Michael Haley.
Hi everyone, how are you? I'm happy to be here today. I've been kind of busy the last 3 days. I've been downtown meeting with the city council and also meeting with Steve Wagner downtown, and I met with him Friday and I met with him yesterday, as a matter of fact.
I wasn't able to make the parade meeting. How did that go?
The parade meeting went just fine. That was a general meeting, so to tell us what we needed to do for next year.
And all the other parades in Chicago were there, right?
Every parade that takes
Did they
off
let
in
you sit in the
Chicago-
first chair up in front there, or what?
No, we weren't able to sit in the first chair up front there.
We ought to be.
I was looking around for people. I didn't.
I went there once, and they had that
But,
one with the 3 colors sitting behind us.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, and I had the exact same thing, Lester. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
But besides that, yeah, it was a good time, and I really want to thank Steve Wagner because he really goes out of his way to help Toys for Tots, and Toys for Tots especially, it seems. The police department, the fire department, the CTA. They sit there and they bend over backwards to help make this parade go off without a hitch.
Right.
I mean, there are several technicalities that maybe, you probably shouldn't be doing this, and they'll do whatever it takes to make sure that all the kids get the toys that they deserve for Christmas. And that's the important part, and I think everybody has that first and foremost on their mind, and that's why I think this parade is such a success every single year. And we still need your help. We need a lot of help. So please show up, okay? I think we're getting 40, 42 degrees or something. Is that what I understand? So, I mean, it's not going to be that bad of a day. If you don't want to ride your bike, show up and drop off a toy, okay? Because everything that we get is used. And it's not only used up at the Marine Corps. We use it all over Chicagoland. We get requests all year long. We get requests from northern Indiana. This has grown to be so big, it's hard to satisfy everybody, and we end up, not doing it. And the bigger we get, the more requests we get. So it's really, I can't stress the importance of showing up and giving a toy.
And if it wasn't for Steve Wagner, I hope you'd agree with me, Michael. If you and I were going to call the head of CTA, the head of Streets and Sanitation, and all those police commissioners, and come meet me in this room over here, I don't think anybody show up.
Yeah, well,
so that's what Steve Wagner does. He coordinates all that for us.
Excellent coordinator for the city of Chicago, and he really does an excellent job and a fine job. He really does. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we talked to everybody. We talked to the police department. They're on whatever we need. We just have to ask them and try and tell them ahead of time what we think is going to happen, and they go by the cuff, whatever needs to be done at the last minute. If we can't schedule it, they'll sit and they'll make sure it happens on the fly, and that's no problem for them. The fire department's we've worked with them, the CTA. I want everybody to be very careful about the traffic. Even though we've got roadblocks, we've got road blockers, you still have an idiot or two that just, doesn't pay attention. Right. So I want everybody to be safe this year, overall. And that's the biggest thing about these city meetings. That's the number one goal for all the parades in Chicago. They want everybody to be safe, above all. So just watch out for the traffic. And I heard Lester saying again, when people cut in line, off of Western Avenue, that throws a whole organization that we're trying to do. We're trying to split up the traffic and stuff like that to let the buses and traffic go by. That just screws everything up. You really hurt us a lot.
Right. And we'll never stop the parade, so don't expect. And nobody's ever going to be able to stop the parade. Once it gets going, it has to keep going. But the other thing I wanted to bring up this year, this will be the first year all of our board members, all 9 of us, are going to be wearing a special vest this year. That's going to say Parade Marshal on the back of it. And every one of us is going to have a copy of all of our insurance papers, contracts, and whatever else we need to show in case something were to happen. And we'll be spread up along Western Avenue. I guess you're going to be on both sides, right?
Yeah.
North and south. Mm-hmm. And just to if you have any questions or concerns, find somebody with. Now, if you can't find anybody with a Parade Marshal vest, find somebody with a Toys for Tots vest.
And they will direct you to the correct person.
That's right. And that's not. And everybody's going to be happy. Nobody's going to escalate any conflict. Okay, your job is supposed to diffuse them, whatever it takes.
There's always a couple pickup trucks left at the end.
And we hope to see you on Sunday. Any parting words of wisdom, Michael?
There'll be a pickup truck at the end, just in case the bikes are gone, everybody's gone, and still take the last.
Yeah, we'll have tow trucks out there to help assist. I'm sure if the Harley place, they'll never break down.
We have assistance. We have assistance every year from drivers.
Oh, of course.
You have something happens with your bike. So.
How about Maynard? Any parting words of wisdom?
Have a great and safe holiday.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Try not
Everybody
to eat too
have
much.
a great Thanksgiving. And watch that tryptophan, huh?
That who?
The tryptophan. It makes you go to sleep after you eat your turkey.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. We'll see you after the parade next Tuesday. Thank you.
Thank you.